Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is day 14 of the TEW IX Dev Journal. I'm Last Son. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're going to go over a few more things, a few more features, starting off with career goals. This is something that's been requested apparently pretty often in the suggestions forums over the years. Every worker now can optionally have a specific career goal that they're working towards. So whatever their current goal is, impacts their behavior within the game world, such as affecting who they want to work for and how they evaluate contracts. So, a worker's current career goal can alter over time as his or her circumstances change and can also be preset via the editor. A selection of possible goals include basic ones like fame, money, and stability. So, this is going to affect their contract demands. More general desires like social, which is them wanting to be with their friends, wanderlust, wanting to explore the world, novelty, wanting to work for companies they've never worked before, those that relate to how they see themselves contributing to the game world, like to entertain, to wrestle, wanting to achieve hardcore notoriety, a series of goals that relate to wanting to work in specific game areas such as Americanophile, Luchaphile, a Japanophile. Each goal can be one of three levels, but the higher the level, the more career goal impacts their decision making. These new goals will hopefully add some realism and make characters feel more three-dimensional as they change from game to game. So to me, that means that it's random, it's an RNG. It also means that you should see more variance about which companies different workers end up working for. Pretty cool feature. I think that's if they're trying to make the game more realistic for, you know, bookers, like you're supposed to be putting yourself in the shoes of a booker. This would be something those you would have to deal with is this wrestler wants to do this because, you know, maybe they are in it for the money. Maybe they are in it because like social, they want to be with their friends. So it's a cool feature. So now they have alliance loans. In previous games, there were restrictions on how many times within a set time frame that the same worker could be loaned via alliances and how many times a company could loan workers from a specific other company. These restrictions have been completely removed for the new game. This gives a big boost on how useful alliances are and opens up the possibility of making much heavier use of outside talent on shows. The AI will also take this into consideration and will generally be more proactive about working with their alliance partners. So alliances are going to be potentially a big part of the game world now. And loans and the AI is going to take advantage of it. So it's going to be something us as, you know, the users are going to want to take advantage of as well. So now training facilities, styles, they're going to have styles. Every training facility can now optionally be set to teach only certain styles. If it's set, any AI generated graduates can only have styles that match that facility. So workers who have been preset via the editor do not, as that's up to the database maker. For example, you might have a facility designed for smaller workers that only teaches the luchador, high flyer, technical flyer, and daredevil styles, therefore avoiding the potential for a hardcore wrestler to graduate and spoil the immersion. This gives the database makers further control over the game world and adds to the realism, which makes sense. If a certain training facility has a history of creating like a certain type of wrestler, think I guess the Stu Hart dungeon, all the guys that have come out of the basement of the Hart family, right? You have it kind of follows a certain pattern because the people who were teaching, you know, kind of taught everybody the same style, the same way. So it's pretty cool. The next one is hiatus attributes. So by request, new attributes have been added to help control why and how often a worker may go on hiatus. Additionally, successful older workers can potentially develop these new attributes during gameplay, simulating them beginning to prepare for life after retirement. For example, they may develop the political interest attribute to indicate they're dabbling in politics. Um, a database maker may give someone wrestling as secondary attribute that says wrestling is not their primary career or source of income, and that they regularly take a hiatus to return to their main career, which could be useful for like some real world situations. So pretty cool as as the game world grows and develops. These types of things are gonna change things. They're gonna maybe take some of your stars and make them leave to go to Hollywood or leave to become, a political figure. So pretty cool feature. More expansive hiring rules. By request, many of the hiring rules have had their form altered so that the database maker can give specific values rather than having to pick from a pre-written selection. This gives a greater degree of control. This includes things like nobody under X years old, minimum weight is X pounds, minimum brawling is X, etc., where X is the value that obviously can be set. So pretty cool. Add a little bit more control. We'll have to see. It kind of remains to be seen. Is this going to be easy to do for a database maker, or is it going to create a huge amount of work for database makers? We'll have to wait and see how that goes. Contract overview. The Office screen now includes a new contract overview section, as well as giving a snapshot of the player's contract. It allows the user to view details for other companies too. In particular, this gives the user the ability to look for upcoming expiry dates with potential talent steals in mind, something that has often been requested in the past. Tackling addictions and bad behavior. Two new choices have been added to the list of options when addressing the locker room before an event: an intervention and a call out. As the names suggest, this is either staging a locker room intervention to try and get someone to deal with their addiction, or calling someone out in front of the locker room over their bad behavior. These will give the user more tools when it comes to tackling addiction and bad attitude slash behavior, respectively, and allows the user to be more proactive in the way they handle the locker room. Picture pack defaults. Picture packs now have a default subfolder in which the user can optionally put graphics for things like the images that come up when a worker picture or logo is missing, the backgrounds that go behind the GIF pictures, whatever way you want to say it, right? Area logos, etc. If the item is found in this folder, then the game uses that rather than the normal version found in the skins folder currently being used. This is a small quality of life change, as it means that if the database maker wants to have specific custom graphics, they don't have to put up with entire skins folders for download. They can just include a small batch within the new defaults folder. Pretty cool. The last feature today is Contract Editor Quick Fill. The contract editor now has a quick fill option that allows a contract's details to effectively be copied and pasted from another contract already in the database. This is a quality of life change that makes it far quicker to fill in contracts and helps speed up the process of editing. So, pretty cool features. We have tomorrow's Dev Journal, and then I'm assuming next week there'll be 5. With that the 26th being the last one, because then the Saturday we get the beta, which I'm super excited for. Every day is building, more and more hype for this game. I really can't wait to just dig in and see how things are going, and try to, get a handle on all these new features. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's look at the Dev Journal. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'm Last Son. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in our next video.